What is consensus choice voting? When we have an election, we want to identify the winning candidate based on the voters' opinions in the fairest way possible. Consensus choice voting is an excellent way to do this. If you have ever been involved in some type of sports tournament or chess tournament or gaming tournament, the idea behind consensus choice voting may sound familiar. A fair way to get a winning team in a tournament is to have every team play every other team in a head-to-head matchup. The team who wins the most matches is the winner. Consensus choice voting applies this idea to an election context. Let's look at an example. Suppose there are 4 candidates: Anne, Bob, Carol, and David. First, we identify all of the one-on-one candidate comparisons. Anne versus Bob, then Anne versus Carol, Anne versus David, and so on and so on. The next step is to figure out for each matchup which candidate wins, and that is based on the voters' opinions. Let's look at voter 1's ranked preferences. This voter ranks Bob in first, Carol in second, David in third place, and Anne in fourth place. Using voter 1's ballot, we can determine for each match which candidate wins. We'll start with Anne versus Bob. This voter ranks Bob in first and Anne in fourth, so that's 1 point for Bob. Then in the Anne versus Carol matchup, Carol is ranked above Anne, so that's 1 point for Carol. We continue in this manner using voter 1's ballot to determine which candidate wins the one-on-one comparisons. In consensus choice voting, all voters matter equally. We use voter 2's ballot to help determine which candidate wins each one-on-one comparison. And then we move on to voter 3, and then to voter 4, and so on. Once we've gathered all of the voters' preferences about each of the matches, the next step is to highlight the candidate who wins each match. For each match, we put a check mark over the candidate who wins the match. What do you notice? Carol never lost a match. Carol wins each of her matches, so naturally Carol should be the winner. And indeed, Carol is the winner according to consensus choice voting.